I'm ready.
All right. So for now, David Patrick on Copilot and Power BI.
Great. Thank you very much, Chris. Appreciate it. So welcome, everyone. As Chris mentioned, this is my talk, Copilot and Power BI. My name is Dave Patrick. That's my cat, Mr. Crescent. Anyone know where the name Crescent might have came from if you're a Power BI fan? Early product name. Heidi did it. All right, Heidi, I got something for you. Let's see if I'll give you I've got little green men that I throw out at people for answering that. So it's a screen cleaner slash webcam security device. Anyway, yes, that was the code name. Microsoft loves their code names, and Crescent was the code name for Power BI, and that's Mr. Crescent the cat. Anyway, that's me. I'm Dave Patrick. I'm a MCT, MVP, ABCD, EFG. I've taken a lot of Microsoft exams. If anyone's doing Microsoft's exam, I'd love to tell you about my trials and tribulations and experiences. I've done a lot. I've been doing this stuff for over 30 years, so you name it. If it's in the Microsoft space, web development, app development, SharePoint development, administrator, SQL Server DBA for 10 years. Let's jump into what we want to talk about. So Copilot in Power BI is pretty cool. It does things like suggest content for a report. I don't know about you guys, but I'm lazy as heck. So if I want to build a report summarizing the profile of customers who visited our resort in the last 12 months, and I want to include things like new versus returning customers, when customers visit and how long, things like that. Yeah, I could set to work, roll up my sleeves, and start building that report. Or if I've got Copilot in my back pocket, I can tell Copilot to get to work for me, and it's going to get me 90% of the way there. Yeah, thank you. Oh, wow, awesome, right? I'll pay the money. It's super exciting. It can do all sorts of cool things. So here's some other. The toughest thing with Copilot is coming up with the prompts. For me, it's figuring out what to ask. And if you think about that, that's actually a tough ask. I teach at the University of Maryland over in Maryland. And the biggest problem my students have are asking questions. They'll say, Professor, it didn't work. And I'm like, what didn't work? You need to ask better questions. They say there is no such thing as a stupid question. You need to tell me what didn't work. What does that mean? Did you get an error message? What were you trying to do? What was the expected result? With Copilot, the better the prompt, the better the expected result. So here's one, creating a page to analyze sales amount. Notice that the prompts are very specific. They're usually pretty long. There's actually a Copilot Lab, which is a prompt library that Microsoft has put together that can help you with your prompts. Here's one that creates a page to identify and compare the characteristics and behaviors of different customers. So again, the secret sauce is good prompts, and Copilot can do a really good job of generating. Look at these data. This one's got different visuals on the dashboard, answering a lot of cool questions. So a lot of power. People sometimes poo-poo Copilot because it's like, well, I asked it to create a report, and it was like, well, what do you want? It's like you've got to give it. What do they say? Garbage in, garbage out. Good stuff in, good stuff out. There's another one, just to give you different areas, so supply chain management, whatever. What else can it do? So it can generate whole dashboards, whole reports. If you want to add a page to an existing report, a lot of times you already got something, you just want to add something to it. It can do that. You can go in there and say, hey, I've already got a page. I want you to add another page. So a lot of times when these tools roll out, they might be good at creating something, but then to modify something is left, as feature 2. Well, it can absolutely add to existing reports, adding additional pages. What about reuse formatting? So if you've got a certain look and feel and Copilot generated and added a page to that, you can go in there and say, hey, you know what? Copy the formatting from the first page, because I want this all to look consistent, like I know what I'm doing. And sure enough, Copilot can do that. You can go in there and say, hey, make that report look like our sales dashboard in this example. And it's going to go out there and analyze the current sales dashboard, look at that formatting, and make that report look like that. Pretty impressive, right? You guys are like, man, my intern doesn't even do that. That's awesome. This one was a cool one. This one is adding a summary. Has anyone played with the new summary visual in Power BI? Basically, it's a text-based summary of data. So in this example, we told Copilot to replace that chart with a summary, and then notice the summary that it generated actually spells out in English what we're trying to accomplish. Because I work for the Army. I'm a DoD contractor, and a lot of my generals tell me, give me the bluff, Dave. Give me the bottom line up front. And what they want is that summary. They want me to read to them they don't have time to look at the chart. Just tell me what it means. With Copilot, I can do that pretty easily. And it's updatable. If I go change things in the report, that summary will update to whatever changes I made to it. And this is my favorite feature for Copilot and Power BI, is writing DAX queries. I don't know about you, I'm a big SQL guy. I did SQL for a long, long time, got really, really good at it, and then DAX came along, and I went, oh my gosh. It's close enough, but just different enough to make me hurt when I stare at it. So I don't like to write DAX. Copilot will write it for me, list this product and show you the last 3 months. Boom, thank you, Copilot. I appreciate that. You're awesome. That's worth its weight in gold. The problem is, worth the weight. How much is it worth? Heidi, you kind of talked about it, being out of the budget. Well, you can't get it with, it's not free, obviously. It doesn't come with Pro. You can't even play around with it with the trial. That won't go. A little Dr. Seuss humor for you there. I was under the misconception that if I bought M365 Copilot for $30 per user per month, I would get all the Copilots, because there's more than one, right? There's lots of flavors. There's business chat, there's where you can say, hey, what's my last email, or what task do I have to do today? There's Teams. The number one feature in Copilot, M365 Copilot, summarizing Teams meetings. No one wants to attend, no one wants to pay attention to meetings, just summarize it for me. So that's part of 365 Copilot. Outlook, Word, PowerPoint, generating all those kind of documents, that's all included. OneNote, Loop, all that good stuff. What's not included? Copilot for Power BI. What? I paid all that money and I didn't get the good stuff? I want to generate DAX queries. I want to generate DAX queries. Okay, that's all right. That's what the documentation said, but I never believed documentation, at least not the first time. So I went in there and pounded away at it and tried it. And it says, the buttons are there. I can click the Copilot button. There it is. I click it there. I click it, and try to do stuff. But it sure enough, it wasn't lying. You can't access, your workspace doesn't meet the capacity requirements. What the heck? I come down here, I try it this way. Turns out you have to have a F64 premium capacity if you want to get all the goodness that I just showed you. How much does that cost? Any ideas? Any thoughts? I got a little green man if anyone wants to take a guess. I'm also an easy grader, so if you guess completely wrong, you'll still get a little green man. I see a hand. That was sort of a hand. How much? Just take a guess. Throw out a number. $5? A lot of money? How much? $5,000 a year minimum. Yeah, I'm a month. Excuse me, month. Can I throw this at you? In your general vicinity? There we go. Kind of close. What, 8,000 if you don't get any discounts or something like 80, something like. I didn't have that in my pocket. And you need it whether you're in the desktop or whether you're in the service. But, I figured it out. I went out and bought myself I whipped out the credit card, had some room on it, bought myself a Fabric demo, turned it on for about 15 minutes, did some Copilot stuff, then turned that sucker off, or paused it, as we like to call it. And it's been off ever since. Cost me about $2. So, I don't know, have I found a loophole? Maybe. We'll see. I'll wait to the end of the month and see if they say, hey, by the way, you had it paused the whole time, but we're going to charge you. I don't think so. I think I found a loophole. I think I've got a way. I've talked to several other people that are doing the same thing I'm doing, where they just resume and pause it, and it does seem to prevent all charges from going. And maybe Microsoft will catch me later and be, hey, stop doing that. But that's been my workaround. That's one of my workarounds. The other workaround, and this is just listing all the other, so I do have another premium that my work paid for, but they don't have Copilot enabled, they don't have the switch, it's not in the right, there's all sorts of other things that you can run into if you're trying to get this up and running, so I thought I'd list them in case you're interested. You also, of course, have to be signed in. I just threw that out there, so make sure you're signed in if you're trying to use Copilot. What about for the folks that really don't want to spend any money, your poor man's DAX generation? Guess what? Bing Chat, which is not Biz Chat, it's just Copilot for free, can do that. You can actually go in there to Bing Chat and say, hey, here's my DAX, modify it for me. So literally what I'm doing here in Power BI, I don't have Copilot in this particular tenant I'm logged into, is I said generate some quick DAX for me using the quick measures, copy that DAX, send it to Bing Chat, and then told Bing Chat to modify it, hey, now do a summary of customers by month or something like that. And Bing Chat would happily do that for free. What? Thank you, Bing Chat. Saved me $8,000. So there is that. Lots of additional resources if you want to dig further into this, how to get it set up, how to make it work, what you actually need. There's some tips and tricks. That last link talks about how to make your model work well with Copilot, because if it's not, what I say, garbage in, garbage out, if it's positioned well, then you can get better results. Now, we'll take questions later if you want to find me outside, if you have specific questions. I am a professor. I do have a quick pop quiz, and I don't have grades, but I have hats to throw out to you guys. So real quick, see who's paying attention. Can you use the free Fabric trial, this is true or false, with Copilot in Power BI? Does anyone know? Yes. No, of course not, right? I said you can't do that. Microsoft needs their money. Number two, what is an example of something Copilot can do with Power BI? She said something. What are you saying? All that stuff you showed us, Dave, right? All that stuff. Can I throw a hat at you? Yes. Cool, cool. Obviously, the NFL is not going to draft me anytime soon. The last one is for who was really paying attention. What's the cat's name? It's Crescent. Yes, Mr. Crescent. Awesome.
University of Maryland's in Maryland.
Terps. Thanks, everyone. Thank you.